it's going to be so hard to be positive because you're bloody tired, you're drained. So your tolerance levels are lower. So, the 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 ignorance that you could endure, deal with, cope with, that was, water off a duck's back before is different. You're actually out here wanting to bite people in the forehead. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know how it feels to be looking at someone and they're talking to you, and in your head you're just thinking, I just want to bite you in your forehead so you shut your mouth. Do you know what I mean? And you start getting these intrusive thoughts. You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, how you sleep, how you rest, how you eat, it could be contributing factors to how you are, how you feel, and how positive you can be. You know what I mean? Um, if when I'm just thinking about, some of the negative people that's been in my life, it's either they're on some form of drugs, or they're not eating well, or they're not moving. Do you know what I mean? Because movement as well, I believe, is another factor that people don't consider. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got all this energy and nowhere to put it. So movement, burning energy, training, um, you know, you need somewhere to put this energy. You know what's that saying? What they say about idle minds or something, and that like you just need to kind of keep yourself preoccupied. But even stuff like a hobby, because it's like animals. It's like dogs, and I don't know if you've ever owned dogs, but if you don't exercise your dog, you're gonna come home to a house that's gonna be torn up and urinated and doo-dooed on. I know a grown man shouldn't say doo-doo, but there's gonna be some doo-doo all around the place. Do you know what I mean? Like, and if you would do your job and take out the doggy for some walk and some doo-doo, there's gonna be doo-doo in the house, and you're gonna be doo-dooing the clean up the doo-doo. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you got to keep the mind and the body. You got to exhaust the body and exhaust the brain. Do you know what I mean? And like I don't know if any of you guys have been to sports and that, but it's like once if you've had to stop doing a sport that you love or just moving, forget sports. If you, for some reason, are forced not to move, let's say you had surgery or something like that, and you're forced not to move, you're gonna feel like you're going out of your mind, especially if you're just used to moving, because you've got all of this energy then you don't know where to put. So if you don't have a physical outlet or a mental outlet, it literally could affect how you feel. If it's affecting how you feel, it's going to affect what you do. If it's affecting how you feel and what you do, how the hecking heck are you going to be positive? How the hecking heck are you going to be positive? So your approach to things and suggestions and stuff, you're just going to be barking at people, and that like, you're not even going to have enough energy to think the things that people are trying to get you to think, and that's why they say like exercise is good for kids and exercise is good for the teenagers that are going through their exams and stuff, because they got all of this frustration, all of this energy, all of these emotions that's going around and it's being boiled, so for them to expel it, they need to express it, they need to get it out. Movement, eat well, sleep well. But when you're sleeping, it's not just enough to sleep. You need to be able to be in a state where you can rest. If you're not resting, you're simulating the sleep. You're not doing the function. You're not achieving the function of what sleep's supposed to do. When you go to sleep, you're supposed to rest. It's like going to the gym, you're supposed to work out, but you're going to the gym to sit down. You're not doing what it's designed to do, the function of it. So, just because you're in the gym, it doesn't mean you're working out. Just because you're in the gym, it doesn't mean you're working out. So just because you're sleeping, it doesn't mean that you're resting.